Hi, my name is LJ Aguinaga, certified real estate broker with LJ Realties. Today we're going to talk about the buying process, and I'm going to start with a mortgage because mortgages are obviously the first most important part of getting into the buying process. We're going to start talking about amortization. Amortization is the amount of time for which a bank will loan you the funds in order to purchase a property. So today, March 2019, a bank will loan you on 25 years as the standard. The only exception to that is that if you're going to put over 20% down, then the bank will be happy to go all the way to a 30-year amortization on a residential purchase. Now you might be thinking, hey, I've heard of 35, 40, 45. That is in the past. That is no longer how the banking system is working. So right now we really have to focus on the 25-year option if it's less than 20% down, or the 30-year option. You can always make a smaller amortization. It means you'll pay less interest in the long run. However, your monthly obligations will be higher. Okay, something to consider. Next, let's talk about the term. The term is something really specific to Canada, and the way it works is the amount of time for which your interest rate will not change, or it will be sort of locked in during a term, okay? In Canada, we're really seeing terms between 1 to 10 years. However, the most common term is the 5-year term. This is because banks are offering the best interest rate to duration of time, if you will. So let's put that down here. So we're looking at 1 to 10 years, with the principal one being the 5-year. All right. Next, we're going to talk about interest rates, and that's everyone's favorite subject, okay? When we're looking at interest rates, there's really only two things we have to consider. The first, fixed interest, okay? Well, right now, March 2019 again, we're getting a 5-year fixed rate at about 3.49. Some banks are offering slightly better, some banks are offering slightly worse. But I like to use a baseline to sort of start the conversation off, okay? What's nice about a fixed interest rate is that you sign it today, and for your entire term, it's not going to change. So for the 5-year term, it's 3.49. You go to sleep every day, you wake up every day, it's the exact same thing, okay? Next, we have to talk about a variable interest rate. Okay, now when we're talking variable interest rate, it's very important to know that it's all based on the prime rate of Canada. You can check out prime rate of Canada online anywhere, on the Gazette, in the finance section every single day. Prime is an interest rate that the government of Canada reviews 4 times a year. It's currently at 3.95, so I'm going to put over here, prime is equal to 3.95. And when a bank gives you a variable interest rate, what they do is they offer you prime minus a discount. So it's prime minus, right now I've seen a couple of banks offer minus 0.7. What does that mean? Well, we'd have to take the 3.95 minus 0.7, and that's going to give us 3.25. Okay, now at a glance, you see 3.25, 3.49. LJ, I'm taking 3.25 all day. Wouldn't make sense to go 3.49. I don't want to pay more. Now, although at a glance it looks that way, it's important to note that next time the bank reviews it, so every quarter, that 3.95 prime rate could go up. Could go up to 4.15, could go up to 4.25. Generally speaking, the bank won't increase it more than 50 basis points or 0.5 at a time. However, I am not really thinking that they're going to start decreasing it all that much right now based on the current economic situation. So right now, due to the spread that we're seeing, I would probably recommend fixed. Again, it all depends on your current situation. If you're trying to do a renovation project and looking to refinance out pretty quickly, but if you are looking to really respect the 5-year term, due to the spread, in my opinion, it makes more sense to go on the fixed rate. Okay, so this is part 1 of our buying process series. I'm excited to bring you the rest of the content and really take you from not knowing anything about buying a home to knowing everything there is to know, as long as you're working with a trusted professional to guide you all the way through. Thank you so much for listening.